Hello, dear viewers. This is Professor Paul M. Kebicho, and popularly known in the YouTube circles as Dr. Paul M. Kebicho, PhD, QBHSC. Allow me to talk a little bit about Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Quest Pinnacle is an investment company which has been there now for the last 3 years. What do? We appreciate the fact that getting money is hard, and hard-earned money requires critical discipline. So everybody who is conscious of how hard it is to make money, of course, with the exception of those people who steal from the public coffers, will ask themselves one question: where will I be when my working energy will be diminished? How will I be paying my bills when my energy levels are gone? How will I be paying my medical bills when I go to hospital? Because with old age comes what we call sickness. How will I be meeting my bills? All the bills, the water bills, the electricity bills. How will I be moving from one point to another? And then the other question that we need to ask ourselves, if you're 30 years or 40 years or 50 years, what have you been able to accomplish? How many things have you kept aside in your life journey that you ought to have done, but you didn't do for whatever reason that you can give us? What is it that has been holding you from making decisions? And what makes you think that if you have not been able to make decisions in the past, that at a given point in time, you'll have the impetus, you'll have the audacity to make those kind of decisions? We normally say, as philosophers, muscles get power with use. The more you use your muscles, the more you become powerful. The more decisions that you make, the more you become a good decision maker. And the poorer you make bad decisions, the poorer you are even in life. So I opened this company because I'm the chairman, the founder, and the CEO of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited by telling people to buy units of investments from us. And one unit of investment only costs 16,000 Kenya shillings. You can buy two, you can buy three, but you need to be buying monthly for a minimum period of 3 years. This question has arisen from so many people and from so many quarters. Why must I wait for 3 years? It is because if you are putting aside 16,000 shillings per month, by the end of the year, you have accumulated 192,000 Kenya shillings. And by the end of the third year, you have accumulated 576,000 shillings. That makes sense. And remember, from January next year, now those joining us today, from January next year, going forward after we pay the dividends, which we are going to pay in the month of January next year to our members, now dividends will be coming your way every year. So from once we are through with what we call our AGM, coming in the month of January, we'll be paying dividends annually, meaning that you also secure your future. And I'm going to give you a practical example. For those people who can be able to invest 1 million shillings as an example, we are paying a return of 14.5% net. 14.5% of 1 million equals to 145,000 Kenya shillings, meaning you'll have earned yourself a whopping 145,000 Kenya shillings, which you couldn't have gotten from other financial institutions. Reason being, if you put your money in the bank right now, the banks are giving an average of 7 to 9.5%. In our case, we are giving 14.5% for those people who pay money in lump sum. Lump sum means you can start with as little as 250,000 shillings, 300,000 shillings, 400,000 shillings, and that one guarantees you an income of 14.5% per month, 14 per year. For those who buy in bits on monthly basis, we are promising them that we give a return of 14% prorated. Prorated means because you're going to take a bit of time before you reach the threshold of earning a return. But the beauty of it all is that the money that you are putting in us is being subjected to what you call international economy. Our economy in Kenya is not performing so well. So ours is what we call offshore investment. And you talk about offshore, we are talking of partnering with companies that have been there for quite a long time, who have been tested and proven, and above all, they are there as a going on concern. So when you come to Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we shall give you one, you can be buying your units of investments on monthly basis, and you can buy as many as you can. There are those people who have gone beyond the 625 units, which comes to about 10 million Kenya shillings. From January next year, we are opening that board where you can even go up to 50 million shillings. So far, we have got people who have hit their 10 million mark. And I want to remind those people who thought that we were joking, we are now preparing. Actually, our financial analysts, they are working on the dividends that we'll be releasing to our members in January next year. So if you have got some money that you make and you want to become part and parcel of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we are offering you a platform that you can use so that this platform enables you to save your money in a manner that it will help you later in life. And that is the most important thing. Because if you do not put your money into a place where you don't have access to it, it will be able to help you later in life. But if you keep your money, like now, if you had 50,000 shillings in your phone and somebody borrows you money, definitely you'll be tempted to go to your phone and you start sending that money to that particular individual because your conscience tells you that people know that you have money. But when you don't have access to that money, you give us that leeway. Because we collect a lot of money from our members, we are able to have a very big bargaining power. And that bargaining power is what is making us to pay you at the moment at 14.5% for those people putting money in lump sum, and 14% prorated for those people buying units of investments on monthly basis. And for those who might be doubting Thomas's, even if you go to Capital Markets Authority, we have already been audited and found to be a sound financial institution, and therefore we are legit. And above all, we are licensed by the government of Kenya, and we are tax compliant with the Kenya Revenue Authority. Why should you take your time to invest money with us? It is because I'm a professional. Number one, I'm a professional of that 2 years experience. That's a heritage of experience. I take pride of it, and I thank God for this far. Again, I am not one person who would like to dent his image. So if you do not have trust in us, this is a voluntary investment vehicle where we have a slogan, Home of Investors. If you are interested in joining Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, you only require to call me or drop me an email. You can even drop me in my personal email address, paulkebicho@gmail.com. paulkebicho@gmail.com, lowercase, Paul, P-A-U-L, Kebicho, K-I-B-I-C-H-O @gmail.com. Or alternatively, you can drop me a text on my phone, 0722-633-021. 0722-633-021. I'll be able to advise you accordingly. And I'll say this for those people who have listened to me over the years. You know, Kenyans are fond of being skeptical. Yes, we appreciate Kenyans have been they have been gullible. They have been conned their money. We appreciate it. Yes, we are aware that even banks have collapsed. We are aware. It is not lost on us. We are aware that even aircrafts have crash landed. We are aware. We are not ignorant. We are even that things change, circumstances change. But one thing that we want to assure you is that we run this company professionally. And at the same time, I have a name to safeguard. And the Bible says a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. So my advice to you, wherever you are, if you want to become part and parcel of this company called Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we are allowing you to buy. You can even be buying two shares per month. And why did we say you can be buying monthly? I want you people to embrace the concept I've been training people on, the concept of paying yourself first. Majority of you people, you don't pay yourselves. You've been paying others. Anytime when you make money, assuming that you earn 50,000 shillings or 100,000 shillings, immediately you earn that money. The first person that you think about, if you don't own your own home, is the landlord. So part and portion of your life is taken by the landlord. Number two, you pay electricity bill. That is also part of your life that is taken by Kenya Power Rating Company. Number three, Wi-Fi, internet service provider is actually digging deep into your pocket. What about QuickMart? What about neighbors? They are there waiting for you. What about school fees? It is there waiting for you. What about home economics? It is there waiting for you. What about social welfare fund? A very, very expensive venture, but it is inevitable. Because if you have got friends and they have an issue requiring money, you have to go to your pocket and give. Like now I have a friend of mine who is sick at Kenyatta University Referral Hospital, who happens to be my good friend. I'll be paying him a visit tomorrow.
This guy has a bill of about 5 million Kenya shillings. And because I'm his friend, I can't run away from him. So I'll have to go to my pocket and give maybe 5,000 Kenya shillings. So social welfare fund, look at all these contributions for those people who are listening to me. You know what happens? If you refuse to allow the voice of reason to go to your mental faculties and to disturb your central nervous system and the neurosactory system, you'll die a very poor person. And when you die, the easiest route to justify your poverty is giving excuses. Because I have told you on many occasions, excuses are the tools of the incompetent that build bridges that take you nowhere. Opportunities are missed by many people because they are addressed in overalls and they look like work. And I have told you, today is the tomorrow you are worried about yesterday. So if you have done nothing today, don't expect your tomorrow to be any better. Because today is a reflection, is a mirror of what you did yesterday. So if you took 5 beers last night, or yesterday for that matter, that is the reflection of who you are by having hangovers without any monetary value. If you had an escapade where you went and spent 5,000 shillings or 10,000 shillings, that is a time that has been, let me be very honest with you, my brothers, my sisters. Some of us Kenyans, once again, they have confidence in banks. For instance, they can say a certain bank has been there for the last 15 years. Well appreciated. But you were not there during the formation of that particular bank. Neither do you know how their financial pillars are. Yet you have confidence and you give them money. If I tell you, for instance, to take a matatu from here to Mombasa, you do not subject the driver to a psychiatric test, but you offer yourself, you sit there as a passenger, and we have had incidences where we have lost our beloved ones. So if you magnified what does not work for you in your life, you end up becoming a loser. I'm telling you, my brother, from wherever you are. Come, join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. We'll be able to give you services that you have. I wish my clients can start texting down here. You see the response. The testimonies I have listened from my members, I'm telling you, they have given me the impetus to keep going. Someone told me, Kebicho, since I started saving with their company, I can tell you that in my entire 15 years working life, I had never saved about 800,000 Kenya shillings. And now she has more than 985, almost a million. I have another individual from the US, I will not mention his name, who is also our client because our clients are all over. For your information, 85% of our clients, they are actually in the diaspora. And you see the locals who are with me, who can even come to my office and get to ask me questions. They don't even take advantage of that. And you can see, they always say, a prophet is never respected in his backyard. But as you lied on that particular saying, you lose opportunities. So I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, I have somebody who gave a testimony that Kebisho, since you started 3 years ago, I've been able to save my 10 million Kenya shillings. At no one time had I saved that kind of money. And I'm telling you, maybe some of you have been inviting you during our AGM, you hear the testimonies as we release their dividends. So just keep hearing other people's testimonies as you ride on the treadmill. You end up burning calories, but you're not going anywhere. I'm requesting you, as my brother, as my sister, and for those people within Nairobi or within the Republic of Kenya, I don't hide where my office is. I say my house is along Outer Ring Road, in between Naivas petrol station and Naivas supermarket and Order petrol station, where you can come and find me in a building called Top Glass, first floor. Then you come and we talk. Quest Pinnacle is domiciled at Panorama Consulting Company Limited office. So when you come here, I'll be able to explain to you, for those people who may want to get deeper into this, and make you become part and parcel of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. You have a choice either to join or not to join. But the beauty of life is that those people who never made a decision today, they have not stopped the day from ending. And those people who don't save, they're in what we call committed financial prison, meaning that yes, you are walking free out there, but in terms of progress, you are no different from a prisoner at Kamiti Maximum Prison, Gadigidiri Maximum Prison, Kingongo Maximum Prison, or Naivasha Maximum Prison. Why? Because there was no value addition. So then how can you distinguish between a person who is prudent and a person who is not prudent? It is refusing to accept the moment that God has given unto you and add value to yourself, so that in the fullness of time you don't become a volume, but you become a value. So for those people interested in joining Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, a company that is legit, a company that has been there for the last now 3 years, a company waiting to pay dividends for the members in the month of January. And I'm telling you, some of those members, the dividends they'll get can be able to buy them a car. Some of these members, the dividends they'll get will be able to buy a piece of land. Where will you say that you were? What will you have to show? I'm not saying that you don't invest, but you need to ask yourself, is the investment vehicle that I've undertaken worth the salt? Do not hesitate to call me on 0722 633 for more information. I thank God because of the 275 members that we have. I thank God for the confidence they have in me, in particular with my board of directors. And I thank God because we have individuals who are risk takers and entrepreneurs. For businessmen and women, I believe you have a vacuum of, there's this tendency of being risk averse, which makes you not to actually stretch your tentacles into uncharted waters. But for those who do, they always grab an opportunity. Imagine, in the same Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we have another platform that helps people to save money for holiday. Holidays have come and you have never taken your family out. So at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we have what we call Quest Pinnacle Holiday Savings Accounts that helps you to save money today. Gradually, you can be saving monthly so that come December, the first week of December, I'll give you enough money to take your family out. And saving money is one of the hardest things. I am actually an academician and a scholar and a researcher. I do research. You can never be a professor. You can never be a doctor without research. And we people in the research space, we do not argue from a platform of ignorance. We have corrected data, analyzed it, and we have given an empirical inference, meaning that we have graduated from a hypothetical viewpoint to a reality viewpoint. Saving money is one of the most difficult things. I have been telling people, if you have this glass with you and you always drop a drop. You put a drop of water every day. In the fullness of time, it will be full. In the fullness of time, the glass will be full. If you leave it empty, it will remain empty until Jesus comes. And those people who don't take risk, they are the ones when they see some of us people driving good cars, some of us wearing very good suits, they think that you have stolen money. Because a failure, I told you this, or those people who do not perform well in life, the easiest route that they take is to name people names, to call people names. This must be an Illuminati, this must be a devil worshipper, this must be what and what. Where a man exerts time and energy and brains, wealth is created. Join us for more information. Call me on 0722 633 My name is Professor Paul M.K. Bishop, PhD, QBHSC, and I'm always proud and I thank God that I have got people who take my word seriously. The choice is yours. This is a voluntary movement. It's up to you to make your decision. And I've been telling people between letter B and D, between birth and death or destination, there are choices. Allow me to explain this. Between birth and D, which stands for either death or destination, it is the choices that you make in between that defines whom you become. So many of us people, we like swimming in the ocean of good intentions, and we forget to plunge ourselves into the actual reality swimming pool where we get tested. The choice is yours. God is so democratic. Our God is so democratic that He has given you the freedom to define your destiny. If you are still there struggling financially, do not wait until you start earning 100,000 shillings to start investing money. It will never happen. And let me tell you, a rolling stone gathers no moss. There are most of us people who wake up every morning, but by the end of the day, there is no value addition. Either they took part of their day to speak politics about what's happening right now in the Kenyan political space. You are not a politician, your son is not a politician, and even if your son was, it is not you, it is him. So, and whatever he makes goes by his name, not your name. There are people that God has endowed with pieces of land. They have never prepared that land. They have never tilled that land. It has been lying idle for the last 5-10 years, but there has been no value addition. As you talk about land appreciating, you need to ask yourself, do you have enough cash flow? Because the king in this universe is the cash flow. The choice is yours. May God bless you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, and God bless you so much for those people viewing me from wherever you are. If you're interested in getting in touch with me, my number is 0722 633 021. And kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. pray kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if it has helped you. And there are so many videos on so many topics. May God bless you. Shalom, shalom, shalom.